all dressed up and no place to howl. Hello, folks. Welcome back to Horror Channel. This is your friendly neighborhood Goosebumps boy, and today I'm gonna be reviewing the book called Werewolf Skin. Werewolf Skin, indeed. Number 60 from OG62. Wow, the front cover is so awesome. Look at this wolf kind of costume, kind of fur, kind of the fur, the skin. It's like it looks like a mask, really, like like some kind of a costume ready to be worn by someone, right? And it's taking place in the middle of somebody's room, basically on the bed, and I really love this werewolf. It looks so scary. It looks so real, right? You have the big green eyes, you have the fur, like I said, you have the teeth bared, you have the claws, you have everything looks so perfectly well in this book. I really love how the whole costume looks. And it's basically inside some kind of a box that reads werewolf costume, I'd assume. We can tell, we can see all the words, but that's basically my guess. That's what I would go with. But this book looks so awesome. And I remember the first time that I saw it, I felt to myself, this book has to be awesome because I love werewolf books. And if I'm not mistaken, this is the second from the OG62. The first one being the Werewolf of Fever Swamp. So that would be number 2 when it comes to werewolf books in OG62, that is. But wow, this front cover looks really good. I love the fact that the front cover puts so much emphasis on this werewolf figure, right? On this werewolf costume, really. And basically, it's a child's bedroom. It looks like it, a children's bedroom, because you have, some. It looks like a children's bedroom with a bed, and there's a toy car, a car toy in there on top of the bedside table, a lamp, the toy car, the books. And there's that banner with wolves written on it. And the light in this front cover looks really good. It looks like orange. There's this orange glow and purplish as well, and dark blue. That is kind of reflected by the letters of the title of the series, Goosebumps, and basically, yeah, the colors that frame this picture, right? I really love this front cover, folks. I gotta admit that. Like, this is one of the front covers from Goosebumps that I love so much, really. It would be one of my favorites, definitely. It is so good and looks so scary, and it really makes us want to read this book, man. Really, really, really. I love it so freaking much. And everything looks so good in there. I don't know what more to say about it. Not much more to say, so I'm just going to move on with the book itself, telling you what it's about without repeating myself over and over and over again, as I do sometimes. It's not fun, so let's get on with it. So basically, our main character is named Alex Hunter. Yes, Hunter. Like a hunter. Is it relevant to the book itself? I'd let you find out for yourselves. Basically, he loves photography, right? He sees himself as some kind of a photographer, so he carries this camera around wherever he goes. And basically, he's also interested in some horror-themed photography contest, according to the Goosebumps fandom website. And basically, in this book, his parents are away from the country. They're out of the country on business. I believe they went to some other country. I don't remember exactly. I don't want to mess it up. But basically, Alex is going to be sent to a small town called Wolf Creek. Yes, like the movie. That's right. Wolf Creek. And basically, he's going to be there with he's going to stay with 2 of his relatives named Aunt Martha. Aunt Marta, Aunt Marta, and Uncle Cullen. And basically, Halloween is right around the corner in this book, so it's pretty much like a Halloween book slash werewolf horror story, but it's also a Halloween kind of thing, really, because it takes place right around the Halloween week, if I'm not mistaken. And basically, this werewolf costume is part of the whole Halloween thing, to be honest with you. And basically, Alex is gonna stay with these people for as long as his parents are out of the country on business. And basically, he's gonna stay with them, and they live in, like I said, they're living in that small town named Wolf Creek. And basically, it's pretty much. I apologize for that. Keep clearing my throat. I so apologize for that, but let's get on with it. Basically, they live in that area that is surrounded by woods, and what happens is Alex is pretty like happy about it because he has a lot of cool places he could photograph in this wood surrounded area. So he goes and he kind of explores the place, and he's gonna meet a girl named Hannah. And basically, Hannah lives in the neighborhood, and she sounds pretty nice. The two of them kind of hit it off, and there are also those two bullies, Sean, and Orjon, and basically a fight ensues, kind of a fight. They tried to steal Alex's camera, but basically Hannah's there, hopefully, and runs to Alex's rescue. And basically, the bullies are gonna leave, but they're gonna say something kind of scary about werewolves roaming the woods, according to the Goosebumps website. That's pretty. That's all. That's just the vibe of the book. I would say that's just the vibe, the atmosphere and all of it. And basically, I didn't mention that, but Alex, when I see he's staying with his relatives, they're gonna tell him he's gonna come to learn about the Morlings, who are basically the neighbors, and apparently they're crazy and they live next door. They have a house right next to Uncle and Aunt Marta and Uncle Colin's house. They live right next to them, and apparently they're kind of crazy. So Alex is told to stay away from them, to steer clear of them, and basically Alex is gonna hear some howls coming from the house in the middle of the night, and he's gonna try to go and investigate. So he's gonna try to go out. He's gonna pick his camera, and but then he's gonna learn that he left his camera in the woods, right? So Alex is gonna go looking for it, but then as he goes looking for it in the woods, he's gonna hear like some weird sounds, like some animals struggling. It seems, and as if there's gonna be some chewing sound that is gonna be kind of weird, and basically Alex gonna run away from there. But then he's gonna find some animal remains. Yeah, that looks pretty gross, I gotta admit. But basically, they're gonna be there also gonna be some animal footprints that are gonna be leading to the Morling's house. It looks really scary, really. It looks like these people are up to something. Then the next day, Alex is gonna tell his aunt and uncle about this, and they're just gonna dismiss it by saying that the Morlings have two large dogs apparently, and but pretty much that's pretty much it. But then Alex is gonna be warned by his aunt. She's gonna tell him that the Morlings apparently called the police, as they saw Alex, kind of harassing them, like near the house, looking in and staring, and they didn't like that apparently, so they called the police on him. They called the police, so he's gonna be told to stay away from there, to steer clear of their place, of their house. And yeah, that's pretty much it. Then Alex is gonna go to school, and because he has to go to school, even though he's not at his, he's in a different town. School never ends for like usually even if you go somewhere else, sometimes you'd have to go to the local school. So it's pretty much what Alex has to do. So he's gonna go there with Hannah, and Hannah's gonna tell Alex that the Marlings are werewolves, and maybe they are, maybe they're not. I mean, I'll let you find out for yourselves. It's not a spoiler. It's just it's very clear that they're up to something, and because of the title, you kind of expect, them to be somehow involved. And then at school, the teacher is gonna tell them about werewolves. He's gonna teach them about werewolves, and he's gonna tell them how it happens, how the moon gets into the equation, what role it plays, and so on and so forth. And yeah, basically, he's gonna tell them about werewolves and something, a new kind of, like, a new way to look at the whole werewolf kind of legend, I would say, is that something to do with their skin. I'm not going to tell you what it is because I don't want to spoil the book in any shape or form, but it has to do with werewolf skin, right? Hence the title, Werewolf Skin. And basically, everybody seems kind of, it sounds like they're really paying attention to this werewolf class, really. Like, everybody is so, like, serious about it. And Alex doesn't really understand. Is everybody just playing a joke on him for Halloween? A joke on the new kid, especially with the Halloween week being there, taking place. But it sounds like everybody is buying to that story, so it sounds pretty strange. And then Arjun and Sean are going to meet Alex after class, and they're going to tell him about a werewolf. And basically, they're going to ask him to come into the woods at night. So Alex is going to go there. And he's going to want to go, but actually, there's something is going to happen. And it might not be easy for him to make it, even though he promised. But yeah, that's pretty much it. And then he's gonna see something happening, some figures exiting the Morling's house, according to the Goosebumps website. The next day, basically, Uncle Colin and Aunt Barda, they're gonna tell him that in order to keep him safe, they installed some. They locked Alex in to keep him safe. Basically, they would rather do that so nothing bad happens. And it sounds pretty suspicious and scary, but that's pretty much how it happens. And they tell him that the Marlings called the police because they saw Alex spying on them. And then Alex is gonna go to school and he's gonna make a discovery. I'm not gonna tell you what it is. And Alex is gonna tell the boys that, he's gonna try to get back at them for something they did and make them believe that he photographed a werewolf, an actual werewolf, yes. And then that's pretty much it. And basically after that, Alex is gonna do something in order to be able to escape at night. I'm not going to tell you what it is, but he wants to be able to sneak out. And he's going to be convinced that there's something happening in the Marlings' house, something he can't quite put his finger on, but he knows he has to work in order to solve this mystery, right? And basically, he's gonna see some figures leaving the house wearing some capes, and it sounds like these people are werewolves. So he's gonna try and follow them, and try to understand what's going on. And long story short, uh, he's gonna make a discovery about this whole werewolf thing, as I mentioned. Then it's Halloween night, if I'm not mistaken. So Hannah's gonna come to the place, to Alex's place, the house, and she's gonna go there with her Halloween costume, and the two of them are gonna basically they have a plan to know exactly what's happening. So at night they're gonna go to the Morling's house in order to understand what's going on, right? And so they have this plan to solve the mystery, to unravel the mystery once and for all, right? And basically it has to do with the wolf skins. I'm not going to tell you what exactly has something to do with the wolf skins. I'll leave you with that. And then something is going to happen. One thing is going to lead to another. And then the night is going to take place. Then the sun is going to rise. And yeah, that's basically, it's basically how it goes. And then the final twist is going to happen. So that's pretty much it for this book. Werewolf Skin, what did I think about it? Wow. Werewolf Skin is one of these books I really enjoyed reading. It's such a great story. And it's really dark. Like I said, we are transiting into Series 2000. So the last books are pretty dark, especially the final twist in this book is terrifying. I gotta be honest with you, I didn't see that one coming. I'm not gonna tell you what it is, but wow, was it scary, man. But yes, this book is pretty great, to be honest with you. I know that a lot of Goosebumps YouTubers have spoken about it, namely Goosebumps Completionist, who's doing awesome work reviewing the books. I'll have to check it out again. His review for this one, Michael Goosebumps, and Monster Blood. I know they all worked on some werewolf books together a year ago, and that was awesome. They did so much great. They did such an awesome work. But yeah, this book, Werewolf Skin, is awesome. The characters, Alex is really good. Hannah's pretty nice too. She's pretty great. She's pretty awesome as well. And all the characters, it's great to see them working together and so on. And I really enjoy this, really. It's so awesome. The whole mystery thing, the whole suspense, like the whole build up to the book, leading up to the way the story plays out, and the ending of the book, the final twist, wow. I don't know what Stein thought when he wrote this book, but he definitely nailed it, man. He did it so well. Honestly, Werewolf, he's really well. It seems that he's really well familiar with the whole werewolf thing. And I really love the fact that in this book, he takes a different approach on the whole werewolf kind of thing, like legend, whatever you're going to call it. Something to do with the sun, the nighttime, and some wolf skin. Really loved it. So if I were to give that book a rating, I think I would give it a solid, I'd like to give it a 9 out of 10, to be honest with you, because it was so good. So good. So I would give it 9 out of 10 for Werewolf Skin. It was so awesome. It deserved no less than that. 9 out of 10 for me for Werewolf Skin. It was really good. One of a kind, definitely held its own. Everything played out so perfectly well. It is scary. It is terrifying even. It will leave you with a very nice Goosebumps taste, really. It worked so freaking well. I'm really amazed by how good the story was. So I couldn't give it less than 9 out of 10. And if I did, I'd be less than honest with you. And I don't want to be. So I'll give it 9 out of 10 for this book. Werewolf Skin. 9 out of 10 for me. What about you, folks? What did you think about Werewolf Skin? Did you like this book? Did you hate this book? Is it your favorite werewolf book from Goosebumps? Is it your worst werewolf skin from Goosebumps? Let me know in the comment section down below. I would really love to hear your views on it. And in the meantime, folks, see you on the next review. Goodbye. Take care. This is Horror Channel reviewer, Goosebumps boy for you, signing off. And now I'm going to be reading the summary. It's a full moon. Do you know where your werewolf is? Picture this, Alex Hunter, photography freak, hanging out in Wolf Creek. Who lives in Wolf Creek? Alex's Uncle Colin and Aunt Marta. They're professional photographers. Uncle Colin and Aunt Marta are pretty cool. They only have 2 requests. Don't go into the woods late at night, and stay away from the creepy house next door. Poor Alex. He just wanted to take a couple of pictures, but now he's about to find out the secret of Wolf Creek late one night when the moon is full. And I forgot to mention, but I loved the whole mystery thing surrounding the Morlings and the fact that Alex wants to, kind of like, he decides to solve this whole mystery. Really enjoyed it. The mysterious element in this book worked perfectly well. The whole mysterious thing. But yeah, that's pretty much it for this book. And it's great that he's a photographer because he's kind of a reporter, right? So he has to solve the mystery. Love that. And so that's it for that review. Thank you for watching. Goodbye. Take care.